to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards. Second and inches.
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Wentz now on first down. Throws this one right side to Pascal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Wentz now on first down. He's got Jack Doyle, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Wentz. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Touchdown! That's caught. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Colts' 45-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. That is going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. They'll come out in the pistol. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Go. Alert. 58, alert. Let's get out the field, defense. Tie go. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills head on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run once more with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on fourth and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz fighting Hilton on the slant. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Four yards remain for second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards. That time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 53. Tighten up.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Now on second and 13. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Check. Crunch.
Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They run here with Singletary, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
there he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
Singletary, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.